spring day, and my friend Brian, literally at this groundbreaking. We're actually breaking through the frozen ground with pilings out here this week. But this Sustainable Village is going to be a wonderful collaboration between the private sector, between the people of the state of Alaska and the University of Alaska. This is a very unique project. We're trying to do a minimal impact housing development here that can be an example to the people of Alaska on affordable homes that are energy efficient. The collaboration is a wonderful partnership between the academic community and the building industry with the input from all of you Alaska. We want this to be a worldwide example of what can be done at this latitude, and I think we'll accomplish that. This is what Alaskans can do, including turning their phone off. I normally get fined in a meeting for that. Do I owe anybody any money? But in any case, keep an eye on this. This is going to be open to all of you to see what we're doing. We're building 4 homes this year. This began with a student design competition. We're very engaged with the students on the campus. We'll have interns working on this, as well as seasoned hands, teaching them on how to build this technology that we're embedding into these homes. The envelopes themselves will be of the house, the surround of the house will be some of the most energy efficient technologies that we understand at this time. But the idea is that this be a dynamic community, that it begin here today, but that it go on literally for decades, so that years from now, when we look back at these first homes that we built here on this pretty little piece of land below the university, that we will understand how much we've really learned. So it's really just a beginning. And we'll learn it together. We'll learn it with our friends at the university, we'll learn it with all of you, we'll learn it with both rural and urban Alaskans, so that we'll all be here hundreds of years from now. So we'll understand how we can build homes that work, homes that we can afford, homes that address the high cost of energy, and literally our target here is a zero energy home that just uses the sun basically to provide our needs. These things are possible, and I think, I really do believe, and I think you'd agree with me, that Alaska is the place for this to happen. That Alaska is full of great minds and pioneers that aren't afraid to do something a little bit different. Certainly we know we're all a little bit different. The other thing that we have here, which is a wonderful thing to share, is the strength of the first Alaskans and their successes in this place for thousands of years. We came late, blue-eyed people like me. We came late here. We can learn from each other, and together we can have a great future in this place, addressing the tenets of sustainability, taking care of our food, taking care of our housing needs, taking care of each other. So keep an eye on us. I'd like to introduce Brian Rogers. My gosh, this campus, this state should be proud of this campus and this kind of leadership and the team that he's put together. There are things going on this campus that are going on nowhere else in the world on the creative side. And it's due to great leadership. We're lucky to have Brian here. Thanks.
Thank you, and I'm really pleased to be here for this groundbreaking, although we won't do a whole lot of groundbreaking today because in fact most of what happens will be above the ground here. It's really exciting to see the kind of partnership that CCHRC and UAF have as it has grown over the years, starting just with CCHRC having a physical presence on the community, on the campus, and now really helping us provide something unique for our students. Unique in the way of housing, unique in the way of a sustainable opportunity, unique in relying on the students here to help design the housing that will be available for students here and for students in the future. The UAF Office of Sustainability, the RISE Board, have helped make us a Gold Star sustainable campus. This project, people are looking at what we're doing all over the country. I'm really pleased, and I want to thank Siemens Industries for helping us document the process. They've talked to me about, we want to tell other campuses what you're doing, because we don't know anyone else in the nation that is working with students on housing in the way that you're working with students. And yes, it means taking some risks. We don't know everything that will work. These houses are in part an experiment to learn what we can do on permafrost that is just 1 degree below freezing right now. We're right at the edge here in this land. This is land that for a long time people thought we'd never be able to really do anything much with, and we're going to prove that we can. And I think that creates an opportunity throughout Alaska to look at new construction techniques, new opportunities. To have housing that is zero net energy, that really provides an ability to be off the grid, I think also creates knowledge that can be used elsewhere in Alaska for areas that are either off the grid or in microgrid situations. I think we can help show the rest of the world what's possible, and something that people will be excited about throughout the circumpolar north. I also like the fact that we've drawn in UAS Community and Technical College with the ability for students to work on the project as well. So we're tying in the construction technology program into this. It really is a holistic project for UAF, and you'll see some of our students swinging hammers this summer working on the project. We're ushering in really a whole new world of sustainability at UAF. This isn't the only thing we've got going. Look forward to other exciting projects over the next couple of years. I want to thank again the students who've helped make this possible. Thank the partners at CCHRC and the UAF Office of Sustainability. And thanks all of you for taking the time to come out and recognize what an important thing our students and CCHRC are doing here today.
Thanks, Brian. Yes, thank you, Brian. Again, it takes leadership, and the university here has brought some great leadership into their team, and one of them is Vice Chancellor Mike Schraga, who is here somewhere in a suit. Get up here. He gets paid for helping people.
That's why I'm poor.
I don't, fortunately.
That's why I have no money.
So, Mike, there's your audience.
How do I follow? Thanks for setting it up. That's really good. Well, Jack talks about leadership from the university, and in fact, Chancellor Rogers has provided an environment for not only success but for risk-taking, to push a campus a little bit. And what's different here is he's encouraging the students to push us. And I think that's what this project symbolizes, that the students have said, this is what we want in our campus, not just to live here, but we'd like to help to transform an institution, but transform a state. And that's what's happening here. Jack talks about others having vision. Jack A. Baer and his staff at CCHRC, vision equals that. That has really not just symbolism in a building, but just the ethos of what it is to live in the North, sustainable. What many people thought could never happen, in fact, as Jack has noted, was happening for many, many years before any of us were here. So in some ways, this is going back to the future. The campus was built nearly 100 years ago as a vision, as an idea. And this is a real good symbol about maybe perhaps our next iteration of our next vision, our next idea. But great partners with not just someone who leads an institution, but it really is a Fairbanks community event. This just doesn't happen with the university. It happens with great partners to help us create the university we all want. So my thanks to Jack, the staff at CCHRC, and the students who have provided the vision. We're just trying to catch up to them. Thank you.
Thanks,